Hi everyone. It is great to be here in Montreal and Canada, and I'm looking very much forward to today. Uh, so today there's another global climate strike, and it is very exciting to see the pictures and videos from all around the world and to hear from everyone who has been organizing the local strikes that the strikes have been very successful today, and I think it's too early yet to have any official numbers, but I guess we will have to see how many turned out. So yeah, I don't have anything prepared. Just I'm very excited to be here, and it is going to be very much fun today, and to once again stand together, people from all around the world, for one common cause that is very empowering, and it is very moving to see everyone who is so passionate to march and strike, people of all ages, all generations. So yeah, it is a very good day, I would say.
Thank you very much, Greta. Right now, we have three chiefs here today to greet you. Chief Perry Belgrade of the Assembly of First Nations, Monsieur Ghislain Picard, Chief of the Assembly of First Nations of Quebec and Labrador, and Madame Kluani Adamek, Chief of the Assembly of First Nations of the Yukon.
Monsieur Perry Bellegarde, chef de l'Assemblée des Premières Nations. Je vais demander.
Yeah, Greta, I would like to ask you a question just over here.
So Greta, we'll start with only 3 questions. You can just move a little bit forward if you feel like it. And the first question is from Alexandre Shield from a daily newspaper called Le Devoir, based here in Montreal.
Yeah, I would like to ask you, I think that you have met Justin Trudeau just a few minutes ago. As you know, of course, he's the Prime Minister of Canada, and what was your message to this Prime Minister? Because you know that the oil and gas industry is pretty important in Canada, and it's a big problem on the climate change issue, of course. So what did you have to say to the Prime Minister?
I mean, my message to all the politicians around the world is the same. Just listen and act on the current best available united science. And I try not to focus so much on individuals and rather focus on the whole picture, because it's easier to focus. I mean, of course, it's easier to just blame someone. And of course he has a lot of responsibility, which he has not, and he's of course obviously not doing enough. But we need to, because this is such a huge problem, this is a system that is wrong. So my message to all the politicians is the same, to just listen to the science and act on the science.
Thank you.
APTN.
Lujen, can you ask the journalist just to move forward and to stand up? It's going to be a lot easier for Greta.
Hello, Greta. Thank you sincerely for being here today. Thank you sincerely for being here today. My name's Lindsay. I'm with the Aboriginal People's Television Network. Now, you've spearheaded this movement and you are supported by so many people, but I wanted to know what it was that prompted you to invite Indigenous youth to help lead the charge with you today, and what you think we can stand to learn from their teachings.
I mean, Indigenous people have for centuries and millennia protected the local environment, and of course we need to, because they are often the ones who are at the front line, so we need to be able to hear their voices. So that's why I think it's so important that Indigenous people lead this fight.
Thank you, Greta. We're going to go with the last question.
Hi, Greta. Julie Marceau from Radio-Canada, CBC. Why Montreal, and what do you expect from Canada?
Why I decided to go to Montreal, because I was like planning on where to go, and of course I want to go to Canada as well, and I was invited to attend the march in Montreal, so I thought, why not? And I decided to go there because I think it's fun to visit lots of different places, and yeah, because this is not just one country, this is everyone, and so yeah, also because I know the Canada are striking on the 27th, and the US is was striking on the 20th, so that's why I sort of changed country, because different countries strike on different dates, and so yeah. And what I'm expecting from Canada, do you mean like from the strike? From Canada, I expect, I already seen today that the strikes have been very big, and I think and I hope the rest of the strikes in Canada will be very big as well. And I know you have election now, so so it's, and that is always a very busy time when no one really understand what is going on. So but I expect that you, as well as other countries, take your responsibility and do your part from a global perspective.
Thank you, Greta. This is real. This is the last question, and there's Lisa Laflamme here from CTV that want to ask you something.
Greta, thank you so much for taking questions. Over this last few weeks for you, it's been a very powerful few weeks for all of us to watch. You've been attacked, though, by grown men, from Donald Trump to Maxime Bernier. And I wonder, why do you think grown men in powerful positions are so afraid of you?
I mean, of course, I don't know. I don't understand why grown-ups would choose to mock children and teenagers for just communicating and acting on the science when they could do something good instead. But I guess they must feel like their worldview or their interests or whatever it is threatened by us, and that we should take as a compliment that we are having so much impact that people want to silence us. We've become too loud for people to handle, so they try to silence us. So we should also take that as a compliment.
Thank you so much, Greta. Nous allons terminer pour cette étape-ci de la journée ici.